Hey guys, back with another video. This is habit number 4 that I think is extremely important out of the 5 most important habits I think that we should be working on, especially in the beginning. This one's movement, moving your body every day. I think it's non-negotiable. There's a lot that goes into that. You don't have to, I wrote down some stuff because everyone's in a different place. So all I'm asking is that you move your energy. You become aware that your energy is probably stuck in your stomach, and you understand and learn some techniques on how to move that energy, and you just start to create a habit of doing that every day. Movement creates momentum. So you start to move your body every morning, and it boosts your mood, your focus, and your discipline, right? We did a video a little while ago about just starting the habit. It's way more important to focus on the starting line than the finish line. We have to just move a little bit. Doesn't have to be a full body workout, but we need to start creating the habit of moving our energy in our body every day. And so that's gonna look different for everyone, I understand. Animals shake out to move their energy, and animals operate off of instinct, which is almost perfect. We don't have instinct, we have free will. So I feel it's very important to really gain an understanding of how we can be at our best. What does that look like? What are other people doing? How can I model someone else who's doing really good in life, right? It's just adopting some of the things that other people are doing that you notice are winning, right? Most really successful people, or people that are extremely happy, are in pretty good shape, right? They feel good about themselves and they move their energy every day. So it's just these little tiny things that we need to focus on. Super simple. Can you do 20 jumping jacks a day? Stretching is a really good way to move your energy, right? Just every morning or every night or during the day. You know, at noon, can you walk away at your lunchtime or whatever it is you're doing and just stretch out a little bit, or do 10 body squats? There's been a lot of research done to how long we live. There's telemeters, right? And you can make those things grow, not just through understanding and thinking about those, but by actually exercising, you know, going on a walk. These little tiny things that if you study anyone, you're gonna understand that they have all of these traits. They walk every day, or they work out every day, or they stretch every day, or they're moving their energy consistently because they understand when they get up in the morning, they need to get that energy going and get them into a peak state. It's extremely important. Your whole mood, everything will change when you understand just moving your body builds momentum and moves your energy. You will feel so much better. You know, it's scientifically proven. I really want you guys to understand that the stronger your legs are, the longer you will live. So if you can take the time throughout the day to do a couple of body squats, you know, I know a lot of people, we're all in a different era of our journey. Some of us are young, some of us are extremely old, some of us are tall, some of us are short, some of us are thin, some of us are overweight. None of that matters. Just starting to understand and adopt some of these little super simple habits that can really 10x your life in the next year, I promise you. You know, can you do 10 body squats in the morning and 10 body squats at night? Right, and just remember, you can use the 5-minute rule, or the 17-second rule, or the I'm just gonna do one, right? And do one and be done. And then the next day do one again and just start the habit. Pretty soon, over an extended period of time, you'll be doing 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10. You know, we don't have to dive in. So many people dive in too deep and try to be so stringent, whether it's a diet or exercising or manifestation or visualization or journaling. They try to, or reading, and then it's not fun, and it's too much time, and it becomes a nuisance, right? So they just give up. So remember, just really focus on starting. Don't focus on the finish line. Especially if your job is not very physical, right? This one's extremely important because a lot of people don't have a physical job, right? So what a lot of people do, and I suggest, is you set a timer every hour and you get up and shake out, or you get up and move, or you get up and stretch. And if you're embarrassed to do some of those things because there's other people around and you can't really walk away, if you can do those things, I really want you to try. You're going to feel better. You're going to feel happier. You're going to be able to solve problems a lot easier. You're not going to be overwhelmed as easily. I promise you, if you reset every hour, nobody's doing that. It is such an unfair advantage you will have over everyone else. You know, that timer goes off. It doesn't have to be a big extravagant thing. You stand up, you do a body squat, you move around, you shake out, you do a little bit of breathing. Breathing is one of the easiest ways to move your energy. If you don't want to, or you feel like people are watching you, right? So you can do box breathing. It's, super simple. 4 breaths in through your nose for 4, right? Breathe in for 4 seconds, hold for 4 seconds, and breathe out through your mouth like you're breathing out through a straw for 4 seconds. Do that for 6 sets. And my favorite breathing treatment or technique to do to eliminate stress really quickly is you breathe in through your nose as much as you can, and then you breathe out through your mouth like you're breathing out through a straw. As big of an inhale as you can and as much exhale as you can for 6 reps. This is a game changer. Moves your energy, clears your head, resets everything. I'm telling you, if you can do this every hour, it's not, if you studied me at all, you know that habits are a nuisance until they become a habit, right? In the beginning, they're not a habit, they're not automatic. We are trying to make them automatic, which takes time and repetition. So it's just starting every day. Micro little movements every day on the one thing you're trying to do over an extended period of time will create it into a habit. This one is really important. I just want you guys to be aware that everything you need has been given to you at birth. We're not lacking anything. I feel like society has so much emphasis on who do you look like? What is your body type? How much money do you earn? Where do you live? What kind of car do you drive? None of that matters. If you can stop fixating on what you don't have and fixate on what you have, your life will change. And if you will just take 5 minutes a day to start to study and understand how to use the gifts that were given to you at birth, your free will, your imagination, we have ample amounts of amazingness inside of us. We just need to learn how to draw it out and use it. We don't need to be spending money on things that we don't need. Now, yeah, there's shortcuts. You can get a mentor and you can read really good books and you can be doing all of that stuff, but you don't have to. It takes a lot longer without the shortcuts, but you don't need to do any of that. If you wake up in the morning and you hyper-focus on what it is you really want, and you set an intention every morning, and you feel like you've already achieved that thing, and you just strive every day through a committed decision to never give up until that's achieved, you will eventually achieve that. You will attract the right people. Your energy will be flowing. You will be hyper-focused like a laser. Your reticular activating system will be hyper-focused on that thing. It will bring everything to you, and it will only let you focus on the things that are important to attracting that thing. It will cut out all the distractions. This is why super successful people, it's so easy for them. All the distractions don't distract them. They're only hyper-focused on what it is they're working on and what it is they want to achieve. Everything else just flies by them. They only notice the things that will help them gain an understanding or a new friendship or a quote from a book that they need for expanding their awareness on what it is they're trying to do. I promise you, if you learn this and you understand this, your life changes. Everything, every part of your life will change. This isn't woo-woo. This is all scientifically proven, right? But you have to take the time every day to work on yourself. And by working on yourself, the universe starts to understand, and you really start to trust yourself. The reason we have trust issues with ourselves is because we've lied to ourselves a gajillion times. I'm going to start doing this, and then you don't. I'm not going to eat that, and then you eat it. I'm not going to spend money, and then you spend it. I'm not going to go to the casino, and then you go to the casino. I'm going to read a book tonight, and then you don't. I know it just seems like, oh, I'm tired, but you lied to yourself again, right? And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings, but once you understand that, you can change your whole life. You start to build self-esteem. When you have self-esteem, you gain momentum. When you gain momentum, you start to expect to win. Expectation is our superpower. When you expect to get something or attract someone, it's game over. At some point, you're going to get whatever it is that you're trying to get. And just a little, it works both ways. So if you're portraying to be a really good person, but when you're alone, you're into things that aren't good, you will achieve those things. You will be hyper-focused on those things, and those things will be attracted back to you, right? This is what's really going on. People tell me all the time, oh, I really want to do this. And then I watch and study their habits and what they're doing. There's no alignment at all. They're constantly hyper-focused on what they don't have and daydreaming about how nothing works out for them, right? It's a habit. We want to create new habits that will benefit you all day long, unconsciously. Thanks, guys. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate you guys. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.